Hey guys, what's up? My name's Chad Westbrook, and I am the founder of Service Alignment and ultimately the 8-Figure Service Division. If this is the first time that we're connecting, I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to be able to learn how Service Alignment can help you guys create a better, more structured, profitable, and ultimately fulfilling service division. Now, my background's unique. I've been in the industry for about 20 years, and my leadership side started back in 2012. I was hired on to be able to create a service division in a very high productive production company. They were almost all new construction, and the purpose of putting a service division in place was to be able to help offset a lot of the retention issues that they were having. So much that they were named the fastest growing construction company in 2014. Now, fast growth always doesn't mean great or stable growth, and I was able to create 8 divisions throughout the southeastern United States that were ultimately producing a little less than about $3.5 million in revenue. Now, one of the big feats from this is that every one of these territories that we started had no background. We had no clients. We had to figure out not only how to find clients, sell work, produce it, and do it at a rate that the customers wanted to work with us again. I call it raving customers. So it was a really hard feat. Now, back in 2015, I had an opportunity to be able to join a national roofing firm where we were looking to be able to take some of those same successes I had, but grow it into a national account. I was there for 5.5 years, and during that time, there were some magical things that happened, but I'll tell you the outcome of it was a national account division that was doing $18.5 million, national accounts only, with over 11 million service only. So I'm talking leak calls, I'm talking contracts, I'm not talking big coatings or replacement, but $11 million in less than 5 years, we were able to grow that. Now, on top of that, I opened up several branches for them. And when I say 7, I'm talking 7 or 8 branches for them, 8 total, 7 that are still operating today, well over that $1 million a year, specifically in the service side of the business. Now, I also was invited to be able to overhaul 2 branches. And I'll say one of the coolest things that happened, we got rid of no employees. We were able to go in there, work on the people, the process, and the technology that we were using to be able to get them back on track and give every one of those employees the path they needed to be as successful as possible. Now, when I went on my own, there was a very unique thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to make the industry better. I wanted to be able to raise the floor of the industry, not necessarily set the bar higher. Because if you guys aren't hitting goals right now, having a big, audacious goal next year doesn't do nothing but kind of make it harder for your team to be successful. It's hard on your employees when they're not hitting goals. And a lot of times they're not hitting goals because they don't want to. They're not hitting goals because they don't have the people, the process, or maybe even the right technology helping them get there. We'll talk about that more in a second. But as we come into play, we've had some amazing successes over the last couple of years. A few of the big ones is that a contractor in North Carolina hit their $3.5 million service goal for the first time in over 10 years. Once we connected, put the right goals inside place, and started putting some drivers that help them understand what's the biggest thing that we need to get done. Now, the other thing that happened this year is that we have a contractor that's on path to do $12 million in service-only revenue. Now, being on track to hit $12 million and doing $12 million are 2 completely different things. However, I'll tell you, Q1, they're on track and they're above goal of where they needed to be. So it's a phenomenal win. And the last one I'll talk about is a contractor based out of Ohio. Now, they got 1 truck in place, but we're able to double the amount of revenue that they did last year into this year in less than 4 months. So in less than 120 days, we were able to double the amount of revenue that they were bringing in. Now, notice I'm not talking about sales. I'm not just talking about operations. I'm talking about the entire business. Because now that you're a part of the community, you guys are going to get access not only to team building, not only to sales operations or service operations, you guys are going to be able to wrap your hands around the business and get exclusive invites to webinars that I'm doing with some of the largest names in the US that are now talking to us about how do we grow a successful business? How do we increase revenue or gross margin? Or how do we build a team that's going to build our business? If you are an owner-led sales company or an owner-led service company, you guys are in the ruts and you understand how hard it is to be able to duplicate yourself. That's one of the coolest things that I've been able to do throughout my career and implement into what we have as service alignment is putting career ladders in place that allow employees to be able to grow, not just get paid more, but grow into different positions of the business. So we're not out there looking for that unicorn to come in. That doesn't exist. Now, you guys have seen it. I'm deep into the ruts. I love this stuff and I'm passionate about it. But as you join the community, you guys are going to get those exclusive invites. You have an entire community that not only has training videos that are available to you, but also workbooks that support it. You guys should be able to take the information and deliver it. But if you guys want help doing it, that's what we do. We help pour fuel on top of the fire so you guys can get the results you need and can drive service, whether it be service revenue, profitability, using the data you have to be able to figure out, okay, what does the next 3 or 5 years of capital projects look like? All of that stuff is possible with a fully functional and successful service department. And that's what my background has been, growing those service departments that support the much larger goal of maybe we're offsetting retention. Maybe we're going in creating more profitability, or maybe you guys just want to get more from your current customers. We call it scaling the business and getting more from what we have. Going and getting new customers is great, but scaling it is where you guys truly bring in profitability. You can add account managers and you can grow into that $18, $20 million national account division. I'll show you guys how to do it. That's the framework that we're giving out. That's the framework that we're providing, mentoring, coaching, and helping contractors raise the floor when it comes to the commercial roofing industry. So if you guys want to learn more about this, go ahead, reach out. We have a free 30-minute roadmap solution meeting that we'll run that'll help you guys identify where the bottlenecks are in your business and where we can help. And at the end of the call, we're going to give you that roadmap so you guys can understand what steps you need to make in order to be able to hit the goals that you guys care most about. If not, join the community. Get the most out of it. Be active in it. You guys got the community side. You guys got the classroom. And we're constantly inside the calendar rolling out exclusive invites to you guys to be able to meet and learn from some of the largest names in the industry and also some best practices that I created throughout my last 20 years. So we'll see you guys there. Appreciate it. And I look forward to talking to each and every one of you. Thanks, guys.